Ladies and gentlemen, digital investors, welcome back to another video where we cover everything that is going on inside of the crypto space. Today is upload number 288, which is insane to think that we are almost at 300 here. Really awesome. Really appreciate all of you guys' support. If you're trying to stay up to date on everything going on in the crypto space, make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. We do have an awesome video for you guys here today. We have billionaire Barry Sternlicht, I know I'm saying that wrong, says he has purchased Bitcoin and Ether and says gold is kind of worthless. And we're seeing this a lot. Here's another article here. Institutions buying Bitcoin rather than gold as inflation cranks up. And they go over a report from JPMorgan. So we're seeing this, kind of a narrative start to come into play, which honestly has come into play for quite a while now, where people are saying that gold is worthless. So I kind of want to talk about this a little bit. We also have Ripple becomes a part of the Digital Pound Foundation. This is huge. We have Coinbase Pitches Blueprint for Special Crypto Regulator, saying we need a different kind of crypto regulator. We have the US emerging as the biggest Bitcoin miner after China crackdown. We have Morgan Stanley CEO saying, I don't think crypto is a fad. So a lot of great stuff. What do we have going on in the markets for today? We don't have everything in the green, but we definitely have some pumping going on across some decent amount of coins. Number one coin up 18% in the 24-hour is Axie Infinity. We also have Chainlink, which is making its way up. Uniswap, Near, Hedera is up, which it's great to see Hedera up here at these levels again. Ethereum is also up at $3,800. Telecoin is up at over 2 cents. So it's a pretty good day. Let's check out the prices now while we are here. We do have Bitcoin at $57,000, Ethereum almost $3,800, Cardano at $2.19, BNB at $470, XRP at $1.13, Solana sitting at $1.50, and Polkadot also pumped pretty nicely yesterday, pumped over $40, but as of right now, we're sitting at $39.9. And while we're here, might as well also check out the Fear and Greed Index. As of right now, we are in greed, sitting at 70. We were also in greed yesterday. And really, it just seems like this massive flip-floppiness, right? When the coins are pumping, everybody gets super, super bullish. And the second the coins are dumping, everybody gets super, super bearish. And it's this, it's really weird. I feel like a lot of the market right now, doesn't really have strong convictions. And I don't think that's necessarily a good thing or a bad thing, right? A lot of times, I think one of the best approaches in crypto is to try to be very fluid, try to be like water, right? If you see that something's just not working, don't hold for years in a coin that's not going anywhere, be like water, be able to adapt and everything like that. But at the same time, right, you need to have your plan, you need to have convictions, and you need to believe in the investments that you are making. So I think it's a very fine line that we do need to walk. But nonetheless, we have green in the markets today, and we're also getting some greed. If we do start getting some pullbacks, I'm sure we will go back into fear. And the second we start pumping again, we'll go back into greed. And ultimately, I think from now till the end of the year is going to be a flaming ball of emotions for most people. We also have a new post in the Patreon as of a few days ago. My Patreon is $15 a month, and I bring you guys all of my research that I do, all of my coin picks, my portfolio. It's the first link in the description. You guys can go ahead and check this out. And we have a post a few days ago, new coin pick, new NFT picks, watch ASAP. So if you're a Patreon and you have not watched that yet, make sure you do give that a look. It's a bit long, but it's information packed. And if you're not a Patreon yet, right now is a really good time to join. And that's all I'll say. The first link in the description will take you to the Patreon. With that said, guys, let's check this out. Morgan Stanley CEO says, I don't think that crypto is a fad. I don't think it's going to go away. I don't know what the value of Bitcoin should or shouldn't be, but these things are not going away. And the blockchain technology supporting it is obviously very real and powerful. I like how blockchain technology is obvious now, right? From something that used to be a joke that these guys would laugh at, now it's obvious how powerful it is. And of course it's obvious, right? It's obvious once prices are much higher. Very, very convenient. I'm sure they didn't invest before. He says that sets him up as a foil rival to Jamie Dimon. I'm sure you guys have all heard Jamie Dimon recently, where he has a clip saying, I personally think that Bitcoin is worthless. So interesting stuff out of Jamie Dimon. And for the most part, guys, I wouldn't listen to a thing that Jamie Dimon says, whether he's bullish or bearish, it doesn't matter. It's clear that that guy is only there to manipulate the markets, right? Say one thing and does another. If any of you guys are new to the crypto space and you don't know what I'm talking about, just start searching for past things Jamie Dimon has said about crypto, about Bitcoin. Look at the dates in which he says it, and then look what he actually does. You will find that the advice that Jamie Dimon gives is wrong 100% of the time. We also have the US emerging as the biggest Bitcoin miner after the China crypto crackdown. Now, this is huge, guys, right? A lot of people were worried about all of these miners being in China. And after this China FUD, we now have the United States being the biggest Bitcoin miner after China. And remember, we did have the US come out and say that they don't plan on banning any cryptocurrencies or anything like that. So I think that this is huge. And, if there was any, red flags for some investors who didn't want to get into Bitcoin because of this, I think right now, it probably seems a lot safer to them. At this point, it seems like the SEC is the biggest roadblock between crypto and mainstream adoption at this point. Here we have Coinbase Pitches Blueprint for Special Crypto Regulator. The trading platform asks Congress to create a cryptocurrency oversight regime separate from existing market regulators, right? Probably like the SEC. And it really does seem like the SEC is straight up picking winners. So I do think this is good, right? I think the less SEC involvement, the better. We probably do actually need a different crypto regulator, right? Someone who is not the SEC in this case. But at the same time, how do we guarantee that this new regulatory body doesn't become corrupt? How do we guarantee that they actually make good regulations and they don't stifle innovation? Those are some questions that I have, but let me know what you guys think down below. Do you guys think we need a new crypto regulator? Are you agreeing with Coinbase here? Do you think we should just go, no regulators at all, have it be Wild West? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. We also have Ripple becomes a part of the Digital Pound Foundation. Really, really awesome stuff for Ripple and XRP. I think this is huge. The company has joined the Digital Pound Foundation to design a path for a CBDC forward future. Ripple mentioned that the company will be represented on the board by Susan Friedman, head of policy at Ripple. The DPF, or Digital Pound Foundation, aims to promote the importance of a CBDC in the UK. According to DPF, a digital pound will facilitate the UK's transition to an innovative digital economy. Today, and this is coming from Ripple, they say today over 80% of central banks are actively exploring some form of sovereign-backed crypto, including CBDCs. The Bank of England is actively working to navigate the practical and technological challenges of designing, implementing, and operating a digital pound that could play an important role in expanding access to central bank money by households and businesses. So probably some of the biggest news we've had for Ripple in a while. They say the paper released by Ripple says that they termed XRP as a bridge currency for CBDCs. Now we have them working with the UK with this DPF CBDCs looking really, really good, especially as we're in Q4. We know XRP likes to pump last, right? We know it's the laggard, and honestly, guys, things are looking really, really nice. All of Q4 across the board for crypto. I think that we as crypto investors, especially as early crypto investors, are about to be rewarded greatly for being involved in this space and really for being here while everybody else was straight laughing at us. Now, we also have institutions buying Bitcoin rather than gold as inflation cranks up, says JPMorgan. And again, this is a narrative that continues to build. I've seen this go on for months now, that investors, institutions are walking away from gold and getting into Bitcoin. In my personal opinion, guys, I don't think gold is going anywhere. So it really, I don't understand why we keep seeing over and over. It almost feels like they're trying to cram into our heads that gold is worthless. Gold is worthless. Don't buy gold. Buy Bitcoin. And while I do, I do agree with that, especially when Bitcoin was at, $3,000, $5,000, basically anything under 10,000. To me, I'd much rather be buying Bitcoin rather than gold. But I do think that as these cryptocurrencies rise, right, as prices get really high before we enter this bear market, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. As we go to the blow off top phase of this crypto cycle, me personally, so far based on what I've seen, I think precious metals such as gold and silver could be a pretty good thing to get into, especially if they are still at the prices that they are at right now, right? I think we have silver probably around the $20 to $30 range. We have gold probably around the $1,700 to $2,000 range. If we're still in those ranges and cryptos are super high, we have crazy 10x, 100x gains on crypto. I could picture some of that money flowing into gold. I don't think that gold is worthless. I don't think that Bitcoin is going to totally make gold obsolete, but some people do. So let me know what you guys think down below. Are you guys going to touch gold at all after this bull run, or do you think gold's just going to be obsolete after this? And we also have this right here. So this is a billionaire, Barry Sternlicht, and he says he has purchased Bitcoin and Ether and says that gold is kind of worthless. So here we have another guy, right? In this case, another billionaire saying that gold is worthless. And you just have to think, right? Are these billionaires really getting rid of their gold? Or are they probably buying Bitcoin but still holding their gold, right? Because they're telling us that gold is worthless. But do you really think that these guys have absolutely no gold? Because if gold is kind of worthless, then they shouldn't have gold, right? But I guarantee you they probably still hold some gold. So I'm going to play this. I'm also going to wrap up the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, make sure that you do tap the like button. If you're trying to stay on top of everything going on in crypto, make sure that you do subscribe. And with that said, guys, I will play this and I will see you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody.
The dichotomy, though, on the Cathie Wood's view, which is that she believes that there's going to be deflation. At the same time, she's a proponent of crypto. Where are you right now? We have a whole screen of all the different cryptocurrencies, effectively to your left.
I own two of those. So, for me, and I think Novogratz has come on your show and talked about it. It's a diversification, and I think what Jamie.
To my left.
Yeah, what Jamie Dimon talked about, I mean, gold is kind of worthless too, and silver, I mean, they have some industrial uses, but they're minor. It's a store of value, right. And the reason I own Bitcoin is because the U.S. government and every government in the Western Hemisphere is printing money now to the end of time. And this is a finite amount of something, and it can be traded globally, and people have fiat currencies, whether it's in Nigeria, and I'm not picking on Nigeria, I have no idea if they have a fiat currency, or Bolivia or wherever. You can move into something that probably that the world has accepted as a substitute for gold. And since it's 18 million float or something like that out of 21, I think Bitcoin it's the biggest. It may not be the one. It's a dumb coin. It has no real purpose other than a store of value, and it's a little crazily volatile. So Ether, which is right below it, I own some of that. That's a programmable Bitcoin. And then there are tons of other coins that are built off of that system. And as Larry also mentioned, I've become very interested in the blockchain technology as a whole and the digital ledger, which is going to change everything. It's just we're probably in inning one of the internet. I don't know when the internet started, 1990.